Yo, chat. Apparently, Dr. Upo, whatever Umar, whatever his name is, nah? This motherfucker, oh, excuse me, released a fucking, I don't know, a video.
The reason I'm going live.
Instagram live addressing his recent Eminem comments and okay, of course you're gonna catch hate, motherfucker. Motherfucker, of course she's gonna. Let's hear it. I'm gonna react.
As I want to address the Neanderthal nation. I'm going live tonight. I want to address the Neanderthal nation.
Nah.
Oh yes, I do. I want to talk black to the Caucasians who have been stalking me for the past 48 hours. I want to talk to the Neanderthal nation tonight. The Caucasian community. You have been cyber stalking me for 48 hours, and I don't mind. I don't mind. You can continue to do it as long as you want, because I don't care if the opinion of every Caucasian is to the contrary. I say what I mean to say, and I stand on everything I say 10 toes down. But let me say this to the Caucasian community. Let me say this to the Caucasian community. When I look at your anger, when I look at your rage, when I look at the responses from America's Caucasian community over this issue of Eminem being the GOAT of hip hop, and let me say this,
Eminem is the GOAT.
I have nothing personal against Eminem.
Yeah, and it sounds like you do. Literally, Shay, let's be honest, it sounds like he does.
My comments on the Joe Budden podcast had nothing to do with Mr.
And I feel like this nigga, I searched him, has hate. He has something cooking. Let's check his ex, Twitter, whatever. There's something, man. There's something. This was the Detroit Pan African East Indies. That's the return of the prince. We are sold. No wonder, man. This guy is just kidding straight. 28 minutes ago. Okay, that means he's active. He's active, and this one, Black Americans most requested scholar. Please say Black American. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this guy is just dumb.
Marshall Mathers personally, and I want Mr. Marshall Mathers to understand that Dr. Umar Ifatunde harbors no personal ill will towards you. This is not personal. This is business. This is not personal. This is business. Eminem, I want you to hear me, young man. This is not personal. This is business. You are a talented musician, lyricist, producer. You seem like you are an okay guy. You've never done nothing to me, and you've never done anything that I personally witnessed to be worthy of condemnation. So my comments are not personal. They apply to any non-African. This is about business.
Wait, you said what? Motherfucker, you said what? You said African. Motherfucker, let's get the record straight over here, nah? Let's fucking get the record straight. You're not African. First of all, you're not African. You're a fucking Black American. There's nothing. There's no decency that you should call this yourself fucking African. Nigga, you know African. First of all, fucking Umar, don't speak on behalf of Africa. You have never lived in Africa. You don't know your fucking place in Africa. You're just not African, dude. You're not African. I'll probably say Eminem is more African than you, motherfucker. You come in South Africa, you go do a shitty podcast with shitty people. Doesn't make you African. Motherfucker, you disgust me. No, literally, you disgust me. You're a racist motherfucker. I don't have a problem with that. But no, man. Keep that shit to yourself. You're not African. Leave Africans out of this shit. Don't come here and speak on behalf of Africa. Who gave you the fucking solidarity to fucking be for fucking Who gave you the fucking right to speak for Africans? No one, motherfucker. You might be black, it doesn't make you African. You're a fucking Black American, bitch ass nigga.
the business of protecting the integrity of African culture. I said my comments on the Joe Budden podcast was about business, not personal. The business of protecting the sacredness, authenticity, and integrity of African culture.
No, motherfucker.
I said that
culture.
No non-African can ever be the best of anything in African culture. You can't be the best cook of African food. You're saying that this person can do this better than 2 billion Africans. Or you're saying not only can they do it better than 2 billion Africans.
Eminem did rap and is in my top 1, not even top 5 of all the best of all time rappers. This is my top 1, not even top 5. I put him there, not because he's white, not because he's whatever, it's because he can rap. Literally, because he's a good storyteller. And guess what? I got African artists in my top 5 where they are the best storytellers more than your fucking black American. I'm dying because this motherfucker is pissing me off. Motherfucker. No, this shit must stop. You don't speak for Africans. Leave Africa alone, motherfucker. Bitch ass scammer. Clown ass motherfucker.
On the planet, you're saying they can do it better than all of the billions of Africans that have ever walked the planet Earth. You know.
That's right. Some blacks look up to him. Eminem is a prodigy of black. He looked up on blacks, learned how blacks did it, and he did it and finessed it in a much better way, motherfucker. Better than blacks. Eminem is black, literally better than your fucking blacks. Literally no cap. No pun intended.
No, and I know that that is absolutely ridiculous.
You know,
ridiculous. And I know that that is absolutely ridiculous. You know, like
this nigga, there's that shit. Yeah, he's I don't get it how you can call Eminem a young man, yet Eminem is 51 years old, which is a fact there, and then this motherfucker is 49 years old. You get what I'm saying? This motherfucker is 49 years old, which is how can you name Eminem son? Literally, like motherfucker is stupid as fuck.
I know that that is absolutely ridiculous, and from a cultural integrity perspective. From a cultural integrity perspective, this is not about Mr. Marshall Mathers. I don't have nothing personal against that man. But from a cultural integrity perspective.
From a personal, you were right.
Haven't they stolen?
No, guys, he was right. From a personal. Let's listen to the first words. In Africa, we thought that listen to the first words of a person. So he said personal. Now, as an African, I'll listen to this first words. Now, I'll take this shit and rewind it as personal to him. It's personal to this motherfucker.
Enough from us?
From you.
Haven't they appropriated enough from us?
From you.
Haven't they robbed, stealed, killed, enslaved, lynched, miseducated, mass incarcerated, politically dominated us enough that you mean to tell me that after 404 years, you got black people running around playing defense attorney and cheerleader for white folks?
Nah, actually, it's not for white folks, it's for Eminem. The reason is that it's for Eminem. This is where you get it wrong, hey, asshole. This is fucking where you get it wrong. We are defending Eminem in this sense. If you could have said, you're fucking, who else is a white, I don't know, anyway, other side of Eminem. Yeah, like Mariah Carey. If you were talking about her, you was not going to defend her. Now, you brought in Eminem. Motherfucker, you're going to feel the hate. You can't bring a 9mm to a fucking war thinking that there's no snipers. Of course there's snipers here, motherfucker.
You got black people running around.
And motherfucker, first of all, we're not running around. We're acting around. Huh? We're Instagramming around. We typing around. We're not running around, motherfucker. First of all, have respect on black people before we come and blow up your fucking house. You feel me? Nigga.
After 404 years playing defense attorney and cheerleader, the fact that you got black people arguing for a white man to be considered the greatest of all time.
What's wrong with
in
that?
an African art form.
Nah, motherfucker. Motherfucker, stop saying African. This is the fucking term black. You know African. Hip hop started in America. Black. Not in Africa. Don't bring that shit here. Don't bring that shit here. I'm a piano. You can say that, motherfucker. Quieto, you can say no. Don't bring it. No, come on, motherfucker. This motherfucker is dumb as fuck. Who gave you the entitlement to be a doctor, huh?
Speaks to how psychologically ill we are.
This motherfucker is like Dr. Matthew, man.
As a race of people.
Listening to this
after all we have been through in this country, you got black men running around playing defense attorney for white folks, advocating for Marshall Mathers. Nothing against Eminem personally, but for a black person to go out of their way to fight for any white person to be considered the greatest of all time in an art form that should be sacred to our community, our culture, and
black Americans have no community. Okay, let me just shut up. No community, no culture, though. Yo, fucking motherfuckers are fucking bulls out there, man.
Our people is absolutely ridiculous.
No fucking morals. No cap.
It is absolutely ridiculous. But let me address the Caucasian community, because I've been called racist probably 1,000 times today, and I don't mind. I absolutely do not mind, because there's a few things we know. After 1,000 years of direct interaction with Caucasians, there's a few things we do know. One thing we know about you is you're not honest about anything if it jeopardizes your power and control of other groups. Let me say that one more time. I'm talking to all you Caucasians.
Or a conversation on who's the greatest rapper than they do for protecting black people from the police. I really wanted to deal with the hypocrisy of these Caucasians who have so much negative energy for being told they have no business exploiting black culture. But we don't see that same energy for giving black people reparations. We don't see that same energy for justice for black people. We don't see that same energy with making sure African people get their fair share of a country that our ancestors built with their bare hands. See, if they cared as much about police brutality as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT, if they cared as much about police brutality against black people as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT, if they cared as much about mass incarceration reform as they cared about Eminem being called the GOAT, if they cared as much for black women being sexually trafficked as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT, we would have solved a lot of our problems by now. Calling somebody racist when your people are the greatest purveyors of racism and genocide in the history of humanity. Calling someone racist when your people are the greatest purveyors.
Yeah, I'm not part of Caucasian, so I'm not gonna entertain that.
In your Cash App donation, text your.
Where he fucking names drops Africa like it's a fucking hobby. Shit, he's not from Africa. He doesn't know anything from Africa. This motherfucker doesn't even represent Africa. No ways, man. Come on. I don't know what's happening. Ah, fuck. Internet. Fucking dog shit internet. See, my internet in Africa is the fucking same as this motherfucker's career. Dog shit. My internet and him has two things in common. Dog shitness. Like, I kid you not. Oh, yeah. Excuse me? You really do? I don't know. I just have to refresh.
On live tonight.
So I'm not going to be able to go in. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Let's take some questions for FDMG. If you have a question for me, make a donation of $5 or more.
No way, bro. Nah, now I get it. This motherfucker is on in the round of fucking scamming and getting money out of people. How? No ways. No. Nah, I'm just gonna stop there.
To cash.me/$FDMG School. If you have a question you want me to answer, text your question in your Cash App donation. Text your question in your Cash App donation, $FDMG School.
No way. He didn't just go live to render Eminem. He went live so he could get money out of Eminem. Eminem was right. What song is it? This is what song is it? MGK, dissing MGK. Eminem was right. I forgot what he said. I'm gonna remember the lines because now I'm thinking about the beautiful and the damn. I'm thinking about my name. I'm thinking about just want to be almost famous. I'm just, come on, get the Eminem, MGK, music. Oh, get a shot. He mentions he said, I mention your name. Literally, he says, I mention you, you get more views and shit, and you make more money. Literally, they use his name for money. Fuck this shit. Man, chat, there you have it. Motherfuckers just after money, man. Fuck that shit. Listen for yourself.
Or get on your PayPal,
paypal.me/FDMG
Academy.
I don't give a fuck.
PayPal.me.
I don't give a fuck what he asked or what question people are asking, because people are basically giving him money so that he can answer questions. No, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit right there. So he went to a Joe Biden podcast. He spoke about Eminem. He got the fuck this niggas on the rank train, man. These niggas are on the rank train. Motherfuckers, Eminem stands. We should stop fucking with these niggas when they mention Eminem, because these niggas are just fucking scammers, though. No cap. No, like literally no cap, fam. Like literally no. These niggas are scammers, though. Literally, fuck that shit.
/FDMG Academy. You can ask your question in your PayPal donation.
Listen.
You can ask your question on your Cash App donation. $FDMG School Cash App. $FDMG School Cash App. Let me see if I have a Cash App question. $FDMG School. You can ask your question when you make your Cash App donation. Think you have a right to invade black people's because your Caucasian privilege has a timeline. Upset $5 or more. Why would you pay for a question when Google is free? Because number one, I'm not Google, and number two, I'm sending you to the Snow Bunny block party. Brothers and sisters, they have invaded my box.
Nice question there. Why would I pay to ask you a question when I have literally? Well, I want to see that
posting all over my timeline. Upset because their Caucasian privilege not welcome.
Nah, fam, fuck you, Dr. Umar. Fuck you, your mother and your grandmother. No care, fam. GG's, chat.